Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is January the 17th, 2019, the home of the 2-minute price prediction, as well as give me all the news according to the charts. We're going to talk about Aurora Cannabis today and why did the shares dive 9% in the market. And as you can tell here on the left side of my screen, it's because, according to this article, they want to issue $250 million in new debt, which translates over into more dilution for the stocks that's already outstanding for this particular company. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go ahead and look at our price chart, the way that we generate our news, to see if Aurora Cannabis is still a buy, or are we going to see a whole consolidation? Are we going to see the market move to the downside in the long term? So after we complete looking at this article, we're going to transition over to the right side of my screen and see what the price chart is trying to tell us on top of what this article is trying to insinuate. Okay, so the writer is Wayne Duggan. He works for Benzinga, and I went ahead and highlighted some of the important aspects of this article to make sure that it kind of correlates over to this price chart. Now, the stock plummeted more than 8.7% Thursday morning after the company announced plans for a $250 million debt offering. They announced the $250 million private placement of convertible senior notes that's going to be due in 2024, meaning that this offering is not available to everyone. It's only available to certain private placement individuals who have access to that type of funds as well as connections. Okay. Now, this deal will also include the option for those people who buy some of this $250 million in debt to purchase an additional $37.5 million in notes. Okay, this is why Aurora Cannabis issuing this $250 in debt is important. Okay, they said that they're going to use the money to grow the business both in Canada and internationally. They also plan to use the money for strategic acquisitions and working capital requirements. Okay, now again, most high growth companies with international expansion aspirations will need significant amounts of capital to expand. The $250 million offering of convertible debt means a major dilution for current shareholders down the line. That's why, according to this article, the price for Aurora Cannabis is dropping 9% on the day. Okay. Now, this is what needs to happen going forward since Aurora Cannabis went ahead and issued this debt. Aurora investors will be watching to see if the fundraising round results in management being more aggressive with the company's growth efforts. Aurora issued fiscal second quarter revenue guidance of between $50 million and $55 million earlier this month. That is well short of consensus analyst expectations of $67 million. So even there, you can tell that this particular company is not doing well on the revenue guidance that so many other people are forecasting them to have higher amounts, where they're trying to give you guidance saying it's not going to be that high. So with this debt offering, do you think Aurora Cannabis is going to go on a buying binge? Do you think they're going to continue to buy more companies, other companies in different industries to enlarge their footprint internationally as well as locally in Canada? Definitely leave us a comment in the comment section of this video and let us know. We would like to get your thoughts on what do you think Aurora Cannabis is going to do with that money. While investors may be disappointed with the dilution associated with the new debt offering, the company could win back some market confidence if the cash infusion helps get his revenue growth trends back on track. That also is a possibility. They can use this money that has been generated from them offering this debt and use it towards, quite possibly, for the revenue to increase their guidance, in which they have $50 million to $55 million, to try to bring it a little bit closer in line to what the consensus analyst expectations are. Okay, so don't be fooled once Aurora Cannabis comes out and do their earning, because they have an earning coming up on the 3rd of March 2019, to see that their revenue comes all the way up here towards that $67 million. Just don't be surprised if you see that, because they can definitely use this debt that's coming into the market as some type of revenue. I'm quite sure they got some accounting scheme to where they're able to do an accounting loophole to to where they're able to use the money that they have gotten from this debt offering and switch it and turn it over as if this company has been making revenue legitimately. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at this price chart to see if Aurora Cannabis is still going to be able to at least see higher prices, and if not, how low do you think this particular stock is going to go? We're here looking at on the weekly chart for Aurora Cannabis, and as I can tell, we're definitely seeing a lot of volume, a lot of stockpile coming to this particular space. We haven't seen this much volume into the market in Aurora Cannabis at all ever since it's been traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so definitely a lot of people are either buying up Aurora Cannabis at this price, or they are preparing and selling into the market to get out before we see another severe move to the downside. I do not like what I see here on this weekly chart. Granted, we still got one more day before this weekly bar ends. So again, if we end the way that we look now on this price chart in Aurora Cannabis, then this particular stock is going to continue to move to the downside. The weekly chart, you can see here, even on the 15th of January, the volume really came in on that particular day too, and we couldn't even break above $7.50. So again, the market in Aurora Cannabis is hitting resistance at that $7.20 price. The market definitely is going to continue to move to the downside. That is going to be my expectations, but considering the fact that we have overcame this support area, as well as the market came and closed above our ascension line, it's a little bit more strength into the market right now in Aurora Cannabis. So I'm not really overly concerned that we're going to have a major breakdown to the downside, and that's only because this stock has overcame a major crossroad right here to where it broke above this resistance area, and as well it came and traded above our ascension line. So we're definitely transitioning over into one of consolidation. That $7 though is still a hindrance in Aurora Cannabis, so we got to be careful in the market for Aurora Cannabis. I'm not necessarily seeing it overly strong, which is why I'm just seeing more or less that consolidation. Okay, so I'm looking for Aurora Cannabis to continue to trade above our support line that once was acting as resistance. It is now going to be support all the way up here towards $8. Okay, so currently we are getting some weakness into the space, so we can move a little bit lower in the near term, meaning a couple of days of trading. But overall, definitely if we maintain price above $6 and this stock trades above our ascension line long term, this stock will continue to move higher in price. Currently we're just holding consolidation. So the analysis for Aurora Cannabis going forward right now until something else changes is consolidation. I told you all right here on our support line, which is around $5.85 as support, and $8 will be the resistance area, but currently it is getting hit with a lot of resistance at $7. So definitely in the near term we can continue to move back down to lower prices, so just keep that in mind. But overall, yes, the market did not like the fact that Aurora Cannabis issued $250 million in debt, but if this company is able to utilize this funds in a great way to benefit them long term, then it will not have any effect on the stock. The price chart continues to show that it's really not having an effect right now. If we break below to the downside of this ascension line as well as our support line, then yes, it's going to be very detrimental in the long run for Aurora Cannabis. But right now the market is just going to tell us it wants to consolidate, so that's going to be our analysis, and I have given you that consolidation range. Give us your thoughts, give us your opinion. We definitely would like to know what you think of Aurora Cannabis. Do you think it's a buy? Do you think it's a sell? Or do you even think it's going to consolidate? Do you think it was a good move for this company to issue more debt into the market so that they can increase their footprint locally as well as internationally, trying to buy up more businesses so that they can be prepared for this flood of new money coming to this cannabis industry? Let us know your thoughts. Make sure you all maintain your profitability. And before I go, we do have a paid service on our Patreon page. If you're interested in learning more about how to read price charts the easy way, then come on over there. We do a daily analysis on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies paired against BTC, and from there you should be able to grasp a little bit more knowledge and understanding of how we're able to talk and read these price charts without confusing you. So if you are interested in that, the links are going to be in the description of this video. Go ahead and click on it. You can sign up. $3 a month, that's like 10 cents a day per month. You guys have access to more of this content that we're delivering on the internet. Again, we do appreciate you all taking the opportunity out to watch and listen. Make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to you later.